What up, y'all? Hell yeah. Here we go. What up, y'all? My name is Defekt, in case you didn't know. Wicked underground historian extraordinaire in this motherfucker. So look, we got a dope-ass motherfucking show for you guys tonight. We got Lex the Hex Master in this motherfucker. He's going to be calling in. He's going to be telling us about some history. He's going to be telling us what's going on with his Path of Destruction tour that he's got coming up. He's going to be telling us about his album Beyond Redemption. Man, it's going to be a good fucking show. This guy, I don't know if you guys are up on Lex, right? Everybody's up on Lex. But if you're not, you're about to be. Because here's the thing, man. This motherfucker is the epitome of the grind. Like, he was signed 2 years ago. What was it, like 2 years ago, something like that? I think the end of 2015, he was signed to Majik Ninja Entertainment, and this motherfucker has not stopped working. We're gonna go over that, all the shit that he's accomplished in 2 years, but holy motherfuck, dude! Like, this guy has been grinding. So it's gonna be a dope motherfucking show. We got a lot of cool shit going on. We're gonna give away some tickets if you're in the Michigan area. We're gonna be giving away tickets to the first show of the Path of Destruction tour at the Crowfoot with Axe Murder Boys, Lex the Hex Master, Scum, and a slew of others. I'm on the motherfucker. My homies Troubled Minds are in the building, and they're on the motherfucker. So it's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be a fucking killer show, man. It's at the Pike Room at the Crowfoot in Pontiac, Michigan. So if you're in the Michigan area later in the show, you could have a chance to call in. And I'm not sure what we're gonna do to give them away. You guys got any ideas? We're gonna come with something, maybe some trivia, some Lex trivia or something. Maybe make sure you're paying attention tonight, because maybe we'll reference something he said and ask a question. Make sure you were paying attention, and we'll take calls later in the show, and you get to ask questions. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. If you're not used to the Wicked 101 format, like if you haven't seen the show before, just to let you know what's going on. Wicked 101 is about the underground wicked shit, and just dope underground music, you know. And what we're going to try to do is, every show I have a different guest. You know, I've had Staples, I've had Fritz the Cat, I've had ROC, Troubled Minds, Scum, Jay Reno, King Gordy. I mean, the list goes on. And each time these guys come in, we talk about their history. You know, we put you up on what they got going on. And like the history, you know, because I love the history of the wicked shit, you know, and I don't mean to ramble. I know you guys want to talk to Lex, but look, the history of the wicked shit is something that I don't want to let slide away. So that's why we schooling y'all with Wicked 101, and that's what it is, man. So we're gonna get Lex on the line. I'm gonna play another track from Lex, and we're gonna get him on the line. And this is one of my personal favorite tracks off the new album Beyond Redemption. It's called The Tributes. We're going to play this real quick, and we'll get him on the line. And we'll be back with Lex the Hex Master on Wicked 101. And you got to give me a second, because I'm doing all this shit myself. So just give me a minute, and we'll be right back on this motherfucker. And we're back in this motherfucker on Wicked 101. We got Lex the Hex Master on the line. Say what up, Lex.
Yo, what up? How I'm coming in? You can hear me good?
I can hear you great, man. You sound
perfect.
You sound
How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. I'm having a party over here right now, man. Word.
You stopped your party to hang out with us on Wicked 101. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, nah, man. We partying online too, man. Like, everybody's here, man. We got Lex here. We got Lex the Hex here. We got Lex the Hex Master here. We got the Hex Master here. We got Lex Masters here. We got everybody in this motherfucker. We got Defekt in this bitch. Wicked 101. Shout to the homies. Got everybody in this motherfucker tonight.
Hey, man. That's how we do, man. So So what's popping, man? What you got a lot of shit popping off right now, man. You got the Path of Destruction tour. You got the Beyond Redemption. You got what's on the front of your mind right now as you're going into this tour? Like, are you ready to rock that motherfucker? Like, what's
I'm ready, man. I'm so ready. I mean, I've been home for the most part of last year, well, 2017. I don't know if we can even call it last year yet, but I've been home for the most part of 2017. So I'm like real anxious to get back out there and see the motherfuckers that I missed for so long. and get back with the people, because it's good to get the kudos online. It's good for people to tell you that, you know, they like your music and stuff like that, but, you know, it's a whole different experience when they hear it live and they love it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, for sure, man. So check it
Right.
out. So you know, Wicked 101's all about the history, man. So let's
For sure.
let's back it up a little bit and talk about a little Lex the Hex Master history. So I got some questions lined up, you know, just to
Okay.
let everybody know what's popping with Lex, man. And so I want to know a couple things. I want to know, like, you know, all the way back to the beginning, like influences. You know, like who do you consider your biggest influences in the game?
Well, you know, we probably are around the same age or something like that. So, you know, I grew up in the '90s. You know what I'm saying? So I was more of a hip hop head for the most part of my life.
Right.
So that's why my music sounds so hip hop-esque. Just the '90s in general, just the sound. I mean, I think more of an inspiration is the way that it feels as opposed to who it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I could be listening to one thing, I could be listening to movie scores at one point, and then the next minute I could be listening to rap music. The next minute I could be listening to classical music. So my music is a collage of different things, and that's why I rap the way that I rap, because I don't think of my voice as just another voice over the beat. I think of my voice as an instrument that has to be worked into the beat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I listen to a whole lot of different things and influences. As far as people is concerned, I know they can hit the Nas, and I love Nas. You know what I'm saying? Love Eminem, loved him all the time. Love DMX, love MOP. I could name 1,000 people, man, because you know what? As you go through different phases of life, different people you can connect with, and different people you can relate to as you go through different, like, as a young boy,
Right.
you're going to listen to one thing, and then when you go into your adolescence, you're going to listen to another thing, and then when you're going through your young manhood, you're going to listen to another thing, and when you're a grown-ass man, you're going to listen to another thing. So
right.
if we want to talk about influences, I mean, we're going to have to go all the way back to childhood, so I don't think we got enough time for that, really, right now.
All right.
But a lot of people, man, and a lot of things. Environment is definitely another inspiration. Being in the industry now and what I experienced in the past 2 years, Twist has been a big influence on it. You know what I'm saying? Just and them more so in a business aspect, like just sitting back and watching. You know what I'm saying? Being a young homie to them and them being OGs. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting back and watching how they do things and how they handle things and hanging around George and hanging around the office. You've seen me 1,000 times around the office. Like, you know, I'm always asking questions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Me too,
and all
man.
these different things.
Me too, man. I'm a sponge when I'm up there, man. Like I'm just soaking up as much as I possibly can, you know, and applying it to what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So
exactly. So now the inspiration, the inspiration is not even so much inspiring for the music, because the music is there. I can do this shit with my eyes closed. The inspiration is more business. You know what I'm saying? Who do I want to follow business-wise?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking now.
And as far as that goes, I mean, Twist has laid the groundwork for the business side of things. You know what I mean? Like they're killing it. You know?
Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm a part of a winning team, and shit. I mean, I want to be. I don't want to just milk off of that for the rest of my career. You know what I'm saying? I want to become an entity on my own also, and complement that with the groundwork that they've laid. You know what I mean? I don't want to just lay there on the ground. I want to build up a building also. And we just make this shit, you know, the Twin Towers or whatever it might be, just build it all the way to the fucking sky. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, because the goal is not for you to be the secondary artist. You know, the goal is Lex have his own tour, and Gorilla Volta's going to have their own tour, and King Gordy going to have his own, you know what I'm saying? Like, with Lars.
That's what we're supposed to aspire to.
That's the goal,
You know
right?
what I'm saying?
You know?
Right. That's the goal, you know? But we don't, you know, a lot of artists would get in a position with people like Twisted and reach that quote unquote status and get that quote unquote attention and just feel like that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nobody in particular, but you know, you got a lot of kids that are out here and they're seeing it from the outside in and like, yo, I would love to be around these guys. I would love to, and then they'll get there and then they're superstars, but they don't understand. They're still, once you get in that position, it's so much more work that has to be done. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I do. And, you know, when we were getting ready for this interview, you know, I was like, man, this motherfucker has done a lot already. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. You signed a contract with Majik Ninja at the end of 2015. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I created a little list here of shit that you've accomplished in that time, and it's a long motherfucking list. But I'm gonna just go over it real quick because I just want people to realize that you have been grinding this whole time. Like, you haven't stopped. You know,
100%. Right.
You know, album-wise, you know, they signed you in 2015. 2016, you had The Black Season. You had Mr. Ugly. You had Contact. 2017, Mr. Ugly Part 2, Beyond Redemption. That's not even including all the appearances you've made. You know, Casket Factory, Year of the Sword. You know, there's probably many more that I didn't even put on here. But then,
and then the endless touring too.
Endless touring, New Year's Evil. 2015, Casket Factory Tour, Canadian Juggalo Invasion 420, Gathering of the Juggalos, Days of the Dead, Freak Tasteless Show, Fright Fest, Merciless Assault Tour, 2017, Continuous Evolution Release Party, Eat Your Heart Out Tour, Twisted's 420 Show, Boondocks the Murder Tour, Attack of the Ninjas, New Year's Evil. You know, it's just like on and on and on. Like, how do you even fucking find time for all this stuff, man? Like, you are the epitome of the grind, dude. And I got mad respect for you, so I just want to give
Thank you, man. I appreciate that for real.
I just want to let people know, like, this motherfucker didn't just get signed and like just go sit in a jacuzzi somewhere. Like, he's out there working. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, because I always looked at it like this. I mean, you're gonna get a handful of people, if not a lot of people, that's gonna just like my music because I'm with Twisted or just because I'm with Majik Ninja. But that's never been good enough for me. I don't want you to like me just because I hang out with Twisted, because if I wasn't with Twisted, you wouldn't give a fuck who I was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the fact that I'm with Twisted and I do got this little bit of shine, I do got this little bit of burn that I'm getting from these guys, I'm gonna max it out to the fullest and be like, yo, you're gonna like me for me, or you're not gonna like it. You're gonna get so much of me till you're sick of it, or you're gonna get so much of me until you like it. Right. And it's not gonna be a situation of you just like me because I hang out. I never accepted that, because that's what hoes do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A hoe is accepted, not for real, because a hoe is accepted from the you know, them chicks that just milk off of whoever they're around. I never want to be a person like that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna get money, if I'm gonna get a check in the mail, I'll work for that check. If I'm gonna get money from a show, I'll work for that money for that show. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get it just because I'm around somebody. Again, Twisted set the platform. They let me out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Got me off the street, and I'm not gonna let them down by just coattailing off of them, because that's the last thing I'm pretty sure that they want is hanger-oners in 2018. 100%. Nobody wants that.
100%.
Neither that's going to work. And if you're going to spend money on me, I'm going to make sure they get their money back 2 times over.
Right. Exactly. And you're obviously doing it. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to point that out. Like, you know, for maybe somebody, you know, that's watching that, maybe they know a little bit about it, but maybe it's one thing when you're like in the trenches and you're actually putting in that work. Like, you don't, like, people don't see that shit. You know what I mean? What it takes to put together a tour or put together an album. You know what I mean? And I mean, I see you grinding, and I just wanted to acknowledge it. That's really all I was getting at with that.
Thank you, man.
So,
Thank you.
Hell yeah. So, you know, getting back to what we were talking about, though, you know, I want to, you know, like, I listen to Beyond Redemption, and you know, dope, front to back. Like, I love it. I've been listening to it at the gym and the ride, just like bumping the shit out of it, you know. And
appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah, like, hell yeah. And you know, the thing that like, the reason I asked you about your influences is because, like, it's a unique sound. Like, a friend of mine said you were like the East Coast Obi Trice, and I don't know if that's like, I don't know how you feel about that, but like, I thought that was like, in terms of your voice and stuff, it kind of reminded me of it a little bit. But other than that, like, it's unique, man. There's nobody, I can't think of anybody that really sounds like Lex the Hex Master. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like,
it's crazy.
What is this dude
crazy
listening to?
that you say that, because I've never listened to Obi Trice.
No, I know.
But
I believe that.
But that's not the first time I've heard that.
Really?
That's not the first time I've heard that. I'm not gonna sit there and bullshit with you and say, oh no, Obi Trice biting my shit. No.
No.
That's not the first time I've heard that. I've been compared to Obi Trice so many times to where it's getting to the point where, like, I'm gonna have to go buy all his records and, like, listen and see what people are saying, because I heard the singles that everybody else heard. I've seen the videos that everybody else seen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't really hear it because I never really listened to Obi Trice like that, man. Maybe I should really go check him out and shit like that. I'm a big M fan.
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? But I gotta check out Obi-Wan Kenobi, man, because a lot of people fuck with Obi-Wan Kenobi. So it's crazy that he's a dope lyricist, and compared to him. I'd rather be compared to him than to be compared to like Gucci Mane and some shit like that.
Right.
You know
Yeah, for sure. Well, you know, it's like I'm from from Detroit, so when we think of Detroit rap, you know, that's one of the names that comes up. You know what I mean? So, and that kind of segues into another question I got for you.
Right.
You know, being from Detroit, you know, I'm in here in like the thick of the wicked shit, you know. But like, I want to know what you're fucking with out in the East Coast. Like, obviously, you know, you like on Beyond Redemption, you had a lot of rappers on there that I never heard of, you know, and all of them schooled it. Like every single one of them from front to back, it was like, this guy's dope, never heard of him before, but he's dope, you know. So like Grizzy Hendrix, Young Uno, Bubba Bars, like I've never heard of these guys, but you put them on Beyond Redemption. What can you tell us about those guys? Like, are these guys that you came up with, or like what can you tell us about those guys? And the reason I'm asking is I want to know what makes Lex tick. You know what I'm saying? I want to know your influences and you know, I want to know about the scene coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Grizzy, I mean, to jump on Grizzy real quick, it's crazy that you haven't heard of Grizzy because he's like out and about. Like Grizzy is fucking getting it right now. You know what I'm saying? He's from New York. He's from Queens. I first heard of him when he played Webster Hall with us on the Bloody Valentine's tour. If I'm not wrong.
Okay.
So that made me look into him, and then George brought him to my attention, like for real, like, yo, you ever heard of this kid? And I hadn't at the time. You know what I'm saying? But then I checked him out, and I'm like, he's dope, and he's from the East Coast, and he's from Queens, my borough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he paints up. Doesn't necessarily identify as a juggalo, really.
Right.
But he's definitely getting a lot of love in the juggalo community. He was already getting it from painting up, but now he's on the Beyond Redemption album, so a lot of people was paying him attention also. But Grizzy got his own lane, man. He got his own like cult following. Like he's making songs like going against like lean, because you know a lot of rappers is dying off these drugs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? ODing and shit. So he's campaigning like that. Like he's getting it, man. He played the Beyond Redemption release show with me in Rochester when we released it on the 29th. Cool dude. First time I ever actually got a chance to sit down and talk some shit with him. But he's a cool fucking dude. As far as Young Uno, Bubba Bars, and Var Francis, those dudes is actually from my hood.
Right. That's
you know what I'm saying?
And that's what I was kind of thinking. Is like these guys are probably like from around the way. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, they some young thugs from the hood. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, whenever you got an opportunity like I got, you got to give them that first album. Yeah, you give that first album definitely as the labels. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that second album, that's when you start giving other people what you already solidified. People already know who you are. That's when you start giving other people a shot.
You
know what I'm saying? Like I wish that when I was just in the hood and not really doing nothing and just trying to break out, I wish somebody would have did that for me. So now I'm in a position to do it. I'm gonna give it to those guys and try to help them get a little foot in the door also. And there's plenty of more to come after that. That's just the first wave.
Right.
Plenty of more to come after that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that people like it, and I'm glad that people fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that they take it, if they're listening, I hope they take it and pimp off of that and start getting their own following and start getting their own money together, because that was the whole point of having you niggas for the album anyway.
Right. Well, that's the shit, man. Do they got albums out and about, or are they still kind of getting that going? Like, is it?
I mean, you can look up Instagram. Young Uno, I follow him. Bubba Bars, I follow him on Instagram also. Var Francis, you can definitely find him on Facebook. He's doing skits. He's doing comical things also, along with music. Y'all can check them out on all those social media platforms. They out there, you know what I'm saying? But they still hustling. They still trying to get their name up and stuff like that. And I'm still gonna help them as much as I can. Because those are the homies. Like before it was Majik Ninja, you know what I'm saying? Those been the homies. You know what I'm saying? They real dudes, they street dudes, they've been through it, and they trying to get out of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I want to help them get out of it, because, you know, these streets ain't got but two places to end up. You know what I mean?
Right. For sure, man. Hell yeah.
Right.
So, getting back to you and your history a little bit, you know, obviously, when you first hit the scene, you were Lex Masters, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And can you tell us where that came from, like with you know, like where that name came from originally? Because I don't know. I mean, I'm sure this has probably been covered in interviews before, but
actually, no, nobody's ever asked me about Lex Masters. Really?
Wow. Okay.
So this would be the first actual time I'm going to speak on that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just wondering what the name was, and I know you had the paint before. Before they actually signed you, it wasn't like, oh, we're gonna slap a bunch of paint on Lex and
No.
make him appeal to the jugglers. You was already doing that. I remember seeing videos of you pre Magic Ninja, like painted up, doing shows and shit.
Right. No, yeah, definitely. The Lex was actually, if you listen, it's a song. Well, you probably wouldn't even hear it because it's not even like popular like that. But it's a song called "Jealous Angels" that I came out with before I was with Magic Ninja.
Okay.
And it says that Lex is actually short for complex because every relationship I've ever been in, every crew of homies I had, you know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, man, you're a complicated dude, man. Like, you a hard dude to be around. If you ever actually ask anybody that I've toured with, they're like, yo, Lex, you never really know where he's coming from. And it's not something I do on purpose. I think that my life is actually very simple. But the fact that I smile a lot and I think it's a disability that I have. Because even upon bad news, I still kind of smile and kind of laugh about it, even though it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? But still, though, they're like, yo, you're a complicated dude, man. So Lex is actually short for complex. But I thought complex was kind of corny. So I was like, let's just call it Lex. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the Masters was more of a status. Like, all the homies in the hood, like, this is 2004, 2003, 2005.
Right.
But he's like, damn, so you like a master now, dog. Like, you masters. I'm like, bro, like, and that's what it, like they was like, yo, Lex, that nigga masters shit, bro. And that's where it came from. It actually was a name dubbed to me by the hood. Like, Lex masters shit, bro. Everything he gets on a nigga masters that shit. So that's where the Lex masters actually came from and why it's an F on the end of it. It's a little, hard to understand, but that's where the name came from. And due to trademarking, when I actually got signed, because that people will try to sue you and shit, let you make all the money, and then once you make $1 million, they want to sue you for this shit.
Right.
We're going through trademarking, we found out that somebody else had that name, so I didn't want to totally change it because there was already a handful of people who knew me as Lex Masters.
Right.
So Jamie actually came up with it, like, yo, just call him Lex the Hex Master. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
You didn't like it at first?
I didn't like it at first. I fought against it at first. I was like, nah. They was like, yo, trust me, it's gonna work. It's like, you don't want to change your name to something else. It was like, it's still the same thing. We're just adding the hex in there, and it's gonna be fine. I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Because, coming into the game, like, these guys have been in the game 20 years.
Yeah, for sure. Longer than that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. And I'm fresh off the street. So sometimes, and what a lot of dudes that's coming straight into the game comes from, don't let nobody tell you who you're going to be or what you're going to do. But at some point, you do have to shut the fuck up and listen.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
These guys know what they're talking about.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, you know what? Let's go with it. Let's see how it works. Right. You know what I'm saying? So now, a couple of weeks into the tour, you side stage and you getting ready to jump out and you hear the kids screaming out, Lex the Hex, Lex the Hex. And I'm like, oh shit, it's kind of working. Like, they like that.
They were right. Fuck.
Right. You know what I mean? So that's how we jumped out with that one, and that's the whole name scenario right there.
And you didn't really come from like the man. See, I grew up in Michigan and I was following that wicked scene since way back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna front. I was buying House of Crazy's albums when they were House of Crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I've been there since the beginning. But like, you didn't come from that area. You came from like New York, right? Like that's where you grew up and shit, right?
Yeah.
So like, you didn't really, like, your influences are totally different, you know what I mean? Like, so
right.
I see you taking a more hip-hop path, but you still have that dark edge, that you fit in with
right.
what Twisted's doing, So I guess what I'm trying to get at is, even being from, New York and doing a more hip-hop vibe, you still went with the face paint. So where did that come from?
Right.
If it didn't come from, the Juggalo thing, you know what I mean?
Right. As far as the New York scene was concerned, I don't think I ever really fit into the New York scene.
Okay.
Because my music was always just a little bit darker or a little bit more. I don't even call it darker. I call it a little bit more spiritual. You know what I'm saying? My music was always a little bit more spiritual than a lot of other dudes and stuff like that. And the face paint was always something that I kind of wanted to do, to tell a story, to be more of a symbol of something, more of a rememberable character, more of a standing for something. You know what I'm saying? Standing for the ugly. Like Mr. Ugly I've been shouting out Mr. Ugly since 2005, 2006.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I came up with a once I was signed, like, okay, just shouting out all of the guys that's coming up in the game right now. Shouting out everybody that's trying to get into the music industry or is in the music industry, but just on a so-called smaller scale. All of these ideas that you're coming up with right now, trust me, when you get in a position where you can express these ideas on a larger platform, keep them, because they're already $1 million ideas.
Right.
They're already ideas that's going to get you where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like Mr. Ugly, stuff like the face paint, I had so many people telling me that wasn't going to work. I had so many people telling me that wasn't going to be a thing, that nobody's going to like it, nobody's going to accept it. Again, at this point, I had no idea that there was an entire culture that had embraced this and was already. Oh, excuse me, I'm drinking beer. I'm burping and shit.
Hey man, I'm drinking with you too, man. I'm drinking a Ghetto Blaster. What you know about that?
What's a Ghetto Blaster?
Ghetto Blaster is a Detroit brew, man. I don't know if you're into like the craft brews and shit, but it's a local Detroit brew.
I'm drinking St. Ives right now, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, keeping it real with the St. Ives. Got you.
Yeah, you know, I'm from the old school. We from the old school, bro. We ain't drinking no wine coolers, man. You know what I'm saying?
Ghetto Blaster ain't no wine cooler, man. I'm telling you. Maybe at the show at the Crowfoot, maybe they got Ghetto Blaster. I can introduce you to that.
Yeah, I gotta check that out, man. We was in Baltimore. Dustin got us some Natty Bowls. You ever heard of Natty Bowls?
Natty Bowls? No.
Natty Bow, not balls, bow.
Nah.
He got us, and it was all right too. Like he was like, "Yo, this is Baltimore local beer." I definitely want to try the local beer and see what it's like.
Right.
That should be my next thing that I do, like my next endeavor, like going around and trying niggas beers and shit like that. But no, still in all.
Maybe on his path of destruction tour. Maybe on this path of destruction tour, you could try beers in each city. That could be a thing.
Maybe I could. Right. And don't get mad if your beer ain't shit. And I fucking hate it. You know what I'm saying? People don't like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
let us know which ones we got to check out once you're going around. But what was you about to say, man? I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's $1 million idea. So things that I just that came to inception to me in just sitting and thinking about stuff, or just sitting and talking with my homeboys, that were just ideas that just popped up, and I didn't think they would go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Are being put into effect now. Like certain songs that you guys are hearing are songs that I've written years ago, but didn't put out because I didn't feel like I had the platform to actually get it across. Like Dance to Eternity. Everybody loves that song, Dance to Eternity. But I'm going to give you an exclusive right now, Defekt. Word is Bond.
All right.
That song, Dance to Eternity, was written in 2008.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's, wow.
And for people to love it the way that they love it, that's why I held it back. That's why I ain't do it. Because I'm like, this song right here, these songs that you kids are out there doing, and y'all think that nobody's going to give a shit, or y'all know that you got a dope song, and when y'all get to that level, it's going to just blow the fuck up. Just hold on to it, man. Hold back a little bit. Don't give them everything I want. You know what I'm saying? So painting my face and having people just against it, man. You know what I'm saying? Made it even more inspirational, because it's like, okay, you don't like it, but you know who I am. You're gonna remember me for the rest of your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So in the midst of pushing the music a little bit harder and sharing on Facebook, Twitter, and all that stuff like that, all of these fans, all of these kids started adhering to the music, and they started sharing it, they started reposting it, and they started bigging it up, and they started showing it love, and these kids were inevitably juggalos.
Right.
And the love that I got from them was like incredible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then I end up on Twisted's radar. We start talking. We do paperwork. Sign up with them. Now it's history after that, right? It's popping now. Everybody's like, "Oh shit, Lex." I received a lot of hate too at first when I came out. You know that?
Yeah.
I received a lot of hate. However,
I saw it.
Yeah,
but
you know,
but you've proved them all wrong, man. Because just look at the credentials and all the work you put in, Sunset, and all the dope music you put out. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter. The haters is gonna make you catapult further. You know.
A lot of them is fans now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So, but moving forward though, going out on the Casket Factory tour is when it became real.
Right. Why do you say that?
That's when, because that's when I get to meet these people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's when I get to shake their hand. That's when I get to hear their stories. That's when I can get to feel the love in real life, and I can hear how it touched them. And I never in my life would have thought that it would be that influential. That me, from the projects in Queens, just some nigga drinking beers in the staircase, and you know what I'm saying? Old ladies like, oh, this fucking guy again. You know what I'm saying? Like, but can be that influential. So once I went out on that tour, I learned everything on tour. I learned tour etiquette on tour. I learned about different cities. The furthest I've ever been was when they flew me to Detroit. That's the furthest west I've ever been.
Right.
I've never been to Texas and California and Albuquerque and Washington and all that stuff. So all of these places, all of these people, I had to learn on tour. I had to learn how to deal with people and interact with people on tour. When that first came out, they was like, oh, Lex is shy in real life. I'm not shy in real life. I just don't know you niggas. So when you walk up on me a certain kind of way, I'm from a certain kind of environment, I'm going to need a few feet of room.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't have me at arm's length because that means you want to fight. You know what I mean? So we learning all of those things on tour and seeing the love that I was getting. I was baptized, man, 100%. I was baptized. That's why I'm like, yo. That's why I got love. That's why when I do talk about the scene, I talk about it in love. I talk about it in unity, because nobody's ever embraced me the way that they. Not even my own city.
Right.
And it's sad to say, but not even my own city embraced me the way that the Juggalo culture embraced me.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna fan the flames. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm gonna talk about love, because it's a lot of kids out there. It's not kids. It's a lot of people out there. It's a lot of fans out there. It's a lot of families out there that depend on this, and they depend on the next record, and they love that next record.
Right.
And they want everything to come back together. Now, I wasn't here in the midst of everything that happened before I got here, so I can't speak on that. I'm gonna look like a hoe again if I speak on that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know what I felt when I got out there. I know what I felt when I was at the merch booth, when I was on the stage. You know what I'm saying? When I was out back smoking and people was coming up shaking my hand.
Right.
I know what I feel when I see my name tattooed on people. You know what I'm saying? And I know what both sides feel when they see these things also, and they feel the love. But it's politics also. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which we don't have to get into.
Right.
However, that's why I don't get into the politics.
Right. No, it's best.
I was embraced with love.
Yeah, that's all you got to do, man. You ain't gotta fuck with the haters or the politics. You can just keep doing you, and you're doing it at a pace that it's gonna work anyways. You know what I mean? All you needed was that catapult, and once you get up, then your talent takes you the rest of the way. I guess is what I'm saying. Once you get that little jump,
Right, and that's what everybody needs to understand. As far as rappers and artists, even R&B singers that's coming up in the game, like, yo, let your talent speak for itself, man. You know what I mean? Keep on working and don't stop, man. Fuck the bullshit. Everybody not gonna like you. I can't go online and ride on everybody who's like, oh, Lex is black, I don't like him. I can't just reply like, oh, fuck you then. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna happen.
So
gotta be for real.
So we talked about the past a little bit. Let's talk about the future, man. What do you? Everybody's got a bucket list of collabs. Like who is on Lex the Hex Master's bucket list of collabs? Because I want to know, like who have you not been able to fuck with yet that you want to fuck with? I know I'm putting you on the spot.
Dudes,
I'm not trying to throw you a curveball, but
I know. I mean, it's a lot of dudes out there. It's a lot of people out there, man, that are that are really good, man. And I don't think that they get the shine that they deserve. Those are the guys that I would like to work with more. So
right.
Is
there anybody in particular that you think that needs some shine time that hasn't got it yet that you could put the spotlight on for just a second?
We got my homie Grave Dog out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you ever heard of Grave Dog. He definitely deserves a lot more shine than he's getting. Damn, I can't even think of people I would just like to work with. It's a lot of people, man. I know that question always catches me off guard because I'm never ready for it.
I'm sorry, man. I'm not trying to do that to you. I'm really
no,
not.
it's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Even if it's somebody like Major, somebody that's almost even out of reach, like or somebody that seems out of reach, like who?
I don't know. You ever heard of Rag and Bone Man?
I've heard the name. I'm not familiar. I'm not gonna lie.
Really like that guy. Really, he's big shit. I really like him. Just dudes, man. I've been talking to Liquid Assassin about doing something.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you know what? Not even dudes who just who I respect. They hustle. I like Liquid. I already got a joint with Insane Poetry. He's the big homie.
Yeah, dope. Yeah, he's been grinding a long time.
Right. Playboy the Beast is kicking some ass out there.
Okay.
Who else, man? Who else?
See, I always expect people to say something like, Eminem or something out of reach, but like you're going back to the underground. Like I just haven't worked with this dude yet. Let me fuck with him.
Yeah, no, because I like dudes that make real music. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and it's hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like I want dudes that's accessible. Yeah, Eminem is good. Maybe I would have wanted to do a song with 2000 to 2005 Eminem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe 97 to 2005 Eminem, but I don't know about the rest of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That he's doing. Maybe Obi Trice. How about me in an Obi Trice feature? Word.
There you go.
Esham's pretty dope. No?
Yeah, I mean that's RLC had him. I mean, I'm sure you guys got the contact. You can make that happen.
Yeah, that ain't nothing but a thing, man.
I'd love to see that. That actually be pretty fucking dope, man. I'm a huge, like I said, man, I'm Detroit all day, man. So I'm a huge Esham mark. So
I already know.
You already know.
But yeah, I like dudes. I like to get on the song with dudes that I can dance with. That I can get that. It's like a challenge. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh shit, this guy. I'm on a song with this guy. Like the joint with that we did with Real Wolf with Donnie Menace and Adlib and Jay Reno.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, not taking nothing away from the rest of those guys, but like Donnie Menace was really dope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're on a song with him, I knew I would have to come off crazy.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But really, I would want to do something with more international artists also around the world. Get this word out. Get this culture spreading.
Yeah.
Because the world need us, man. They need us. They need this culture. They need that family love. Everybody don't got it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Now, like we were talking about, you've been on a lot of tours. You've met a lot of people. What do you think has been the coolest thing that's happened since signing with Magic Ninja and going on that adventure? Like what maybe a tour that sticks out, or a show, or something that was just like, man, this is fucking real. You know what I mean?
You really want to know? Don't call me a lame for it, but it's really dope. I think it's really dope.
Yeah, I want to know.
All right. It was riding on the Casket Tour. Casket Tour, hands down, is probably one of the best tours I was ever on. I had so much fun. Back then, it was so good. But we riding, right? And it's the morning time now. And I woke up, and we was like in some like almost wooded area.
Okay.
And we was pulled over. And I forgot who nudged me and woke me up like, yo, check this out. And I looked out the side of the van, and it was two like bucks, yo, like deers or something. That shit was huge, yo. And it was like going at it like fucking bumping heads, like fighting. Doing the whole war thing that they do and shit like that. Like,
right.
I never seen a deer in real life at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
There was two male deers, and they was going at it like they was like trying to kill each other.
Right.
And yo, we sat there for like 20 minutes watching these dudes just kicking each other's asses. I think that's so cool because I have never seen nothing like that before.
That's dope, dude. I mean, it's like I came from the woods, man. So like that like that's like, oh yeah, there's some deer in the backyard, but like you don't really think about that, somebody coming from New York that's in the city and shit, like that's just not something you see every day,
Right. If we see a deer walking through our neighborhood, something's really wrong. Like, this is it. This is the end of the world.
We need to
kind
call
of biblical
animal
apocalypse
control,
going on.
something's wrong here. It's
right.
probably time for the zombie apocalypse or something.
to see that, we was just like, I was like, oh shit. You know, I'm sorry to bore everybody. I know everybody was expecting some kind of crazy story, but that I thought was real crazy, man. Like that was just see how powerful they was, because when we think Diaz here in New York, we thinking of Bambi and shit like that.
Right.
We're not thinking of like, you know, big,
He's
powerful,
majestic beasts.
monstrous. Right. Like they're like big, like if that was me trying to fight that deer, that nigga would have killed me a long time ago. And just been like knocking my body around while I'm on the floor, lifeless and fucked up.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So that was dope, man. I thought that was real dope. Grand Canyon. I seen the Grand Canyon. Never thought I would have lived long enough to see something like that.
That's the shit.
Yo, I'd be interested in the smallest things, man, because I knew dudes that lived in this neighborhood their whole life. Lived here, grew up, got killed here or died here, and would never see those kind of things.
Right.
Everybody know chicks. Chicks ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Money comes and money goes.
Right.
The little things that's just like alive and life is that shit is priceless, man. And I'm glad to even have lived long enough and not got shot to death in these fucking streets. I'm glad to have lived long enough to even see these kind of things, these little things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we're glad to still have you, brother.
Thank you, man. Glad to be here.
So look, man. If you got some more time, here's what I was hoping to do. I was thinking maybe we play another track off Beyond Redemption, and when we come back, maybe take a couple calls, give away these tickets, and then I'll let you get on with your night. Is that cool?
All right, that's cool.
So just hang on the line, man. You ain't gonna hear nothing but the music for a minute, and we'll come back, man. After this track, we're gonna play Gangsters off Beyond Redemption. Is that cool?
All right, I'm here.
All right, man. We'll be back right after this on Wicked 101. What up? And we are back with Lex the Hex Master. You still there, brother?
I'm still here.
Hell yeah. So we got Lex on the line, Lex the Hex Master. If you want to call in, the number is 734-430-0549. We will try to get to as many calls as Lex has time for. We still got about an hour to go. And yeah, man. While we're waiting for people to call in, I just want to talk about. I'm going to put up on the screen real quick. Talk about the Path of Destruction tour. It's kicking off on January 26th at the Pike Room, and I'll be there. I'm performing with my homies. Troubled Minds will be there, and a host of other openers as well. But Lex the Hex Master, Axe Murder Boy, Scum in the motherfucker, and them all the homies, man. And so I got that up on the screen right now for you to check out. And then real quick, I'm going to show you the flyer for the January 26th show. We're going to be giving away tickets to this in a little bit. Lex, you got any ideas how we can give away some tickets to this, man? You got like a good trivia question for him or something?
Yeah. What's the 8th song on Beyond Redemption? First person to call in gets 2 free tickets.
All right, there you go. First person to call in with the 8th song on Beyond Redemption gets 2 free tickets to the show at the Crowfoot. So make sure you're in the Michigan area if you're calling in, because I don't want to give these shows to somebody in Texas that's not going to come. So,
right.
Yeah, call in, and number 734-430-0549. And phone lines are open, motherfucker. We also got another pair of tickets to give away in a little bit. We got 2 pairs of tickets to give away. So we're gonna do that.
And if you're not, if you're not in the, for my homie, for the sake of Wicked 101, because he's the homie having me on the show. If you're not in the Michigan area and you do get the question right, I'll make sure that you get on the guest list in whatever city that you're in.
Okay.
Is that cool?
There you go. You just upped the ante a little bit. So if you're in the Michigan area, hell yeah. If you're in the Michigan area, you get 2 tickets to the show. And if you're not in the Michigan area, you get on the guest list. So call in, man. Nobody's called in yet. I know motherfuckers are watching, so.
I guess they don't give a fuck and they're just hating on me and shit.
I don't think that's the case, brother. I don't think that's the case at all. But phone lines are in fact open. So as soon as somebody calls in, we'll get that going. Other than that, man. So what do you? We already talked about the Path of Destruction tour a little bit, but What city are you most looking forward to hitting, man? Like, I know you've been out there quite a bit. So, what city is like, man? This city's the shit. They show me mad love, and I just love coming back here.
Well, Worcester, Massachusetts is always good, but I don't want to be biased because it's the East Coast. Albuquerque's always dope when we go there, but one city I'm really excited about going to, like really, really excited, and I hope a lot of people are listening to this, I really want to get to Seattle, Washington.
All right. Yeah.
I can't wait to get to Seattle, Washington.
And Lex, we have a caller, man. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from, brother?
Oh, Levi from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Levi, what up, nigga?
What's up, man? Been listening to the interview. How you doing, bro?
I'm chilling, bro. What's going on? How the baby doing?
I'm holding her right now. She's good.
Oh, till I said, what up, man? Word.
Oh, yeah.
So this ain't
Levi's one of the cats. For everybody that's listening, Levi's one of the cats that's on Mr. Ugly too. He's on the song High Flyers, Black Mask Armada, and actually a homie of mine. Word up. Word up.
Mr. Ugly Part 2.
Oh, yeah.
That's the shit, man. So what's going on, man?
Oh, not a lot, man. We were sitting over at the grandma's house and seeing the interview kick in, so I've been listening for a little while.
What do you think?
Just showing love to the brother Hex.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Oh, this dude always show me. These dudes always show me love, man.
So
what's that, bro?
So he's not trying to win the tickets. He's gonna be on the guest list anyway. Is that what you're saying?
He's probably gonna be on the guest list already because he's the host. Like, yo, can I tell him the story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Man.
I can tell him the story?
You can tell him whatever you want.
Okay, yo, so now, I forget, is it Minneapolis we was at?
Probably. Oh, yeah. Oh, you talking about that story. Yeah.
Yeah, we Minneapolis, right? But now, these dudes, Black Mask Armada, like, these dudes was a bunch of big, scary dudes and shit like that. Like, I never really hung out with them like that. They was just, like, doing a couple weeks of the tour with us on the, was it the Invasion tour?
That was
the Casket Factory tour. Right. It was the Casket Factory tour. Right. Now, these dudes, I ended up kicking it with them out back, just having some drinks and shit like that, talking shit. So, I ended up trying to chill on some other shit. Everybody else is bouncing. Dustin's like, yo, we going back to the hotel. We're going to go chill and we're going to go to the next city. I'm like, all right, that's cool, man. That's cool. I'm going to go over here and do this thing over here. You know what I'm saying? So now everybody ends up bouncing. So I end up drinking a whole lot more than I should have fucking ended up drinking. So I'm calling everybody else. Nobody's picking up their phone. So I call these dudes, man. Right? Black Mask on my dudes. He's like, yo, we at White Castle right now, man. I'm like, yo, you gotta do me a huge favor and just fucking help me out, man. I'm over here. I'm fatally fucked up. The bar owner's like, all right, you have to leave now. Because now they treat me like I'm like a bum and shit because I'm so drunk. They're like, yeah, you gotta leave and shit, man. I call these dudes. Yo, man, maybe like 45 minutes later, you believe these motherfuckers showed up, man, and came and got me, bro. Brought me all the way back to my hotel. I didn't even know these niggas from Adam, bro.
Right.
And they looked out for me, bro, like with love. Brought me all the way back to my hotel. We was piled up in that car. There was a bunch of big motherfuckers in that car. We was piled up in that motherfucker, but these niggas showed me so much love, man, and I fucking appreciated that shit. And, like, we've been homies ever since, bro. Like, phone number homies, not like emails and Facebook homies, like
right.
This
no doubt, man. Well, you know, a lot of that came from how genuine you were. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, we was like new marks when we did that one week, which you know, like nobody ever heard of us. You was like one of 3 people that was like genuinely nice to meet. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Otherwise, nobody else had time. They're like, oh, yeah, it's the buy-on, let them in, you know, blah, 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 everything else. But you were definitely straight, man. And to do that favor for you was huge, you know, like, just because of the respect that we
it wasn't so much that nobody didn't care about who y'all were. I mean, if you would have been on tour with us and seen these guys, like, they weren't the most inviting guys. Like, everybody's taller than you. Everybody's way bigger than you. They're, like, leather jackets and shit. Like, these guys was a little bit like, all right, they might, like, You know what I'm saying? Be a little gangster and shit like that. Like, they might be on some bullshit. But, like, hanging out with them in the back of that venue. Remember that back of that venue? It was pouring ass rain that night, too. And I had signed that chick's ass cheek. We had fucking hella fun, bro. And, like, from then on, I was like, these dudes are fucking cool, man. They're cool. But y'all was just a little bit... people judged y'all and thought, like, oh, these guys are crazy, or they're killers, or they're gonna, like, beat you to death or some shit like that. But, like, hanging out with them,
you know,
yeah, they might be killers, they might be gay, they might beat you to death, but they're cool killers, and they'll beat you to death with coolness while they beat you to death. They're cool about it.
Because at the time I was facing attempted murder charges, dumb.
These are the things you don't really run into. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
right.
you don't really meet guys that are, like, really about that. So once I met them, it gave me a sense of home, being around the crowd that I grew up around, and I was still around at the time. It was like, oh, I like these guys. These guys, they gonna kick some ass. They gonna bust somebody in their fucking head. These are the dudes. I like this shit. Hell yeah.
Right.
Oh, shit, man. We some of the nicest people. We try to be some of the nicest people that we possibly can be. We try to put our best foot forward. I mean, we know how it is, you know. And
Hey,
yeah, we're all really
there,
big
right?
dudes, so... What's that?
Y'all still hustling out there, though, right?
Oh, yeah, always, man. What's my next show in February, opening up for the legendary Crooked Eye, which is a big honor for all of us and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going to keep, we definitely keep hustling, man. I mean, every single day, man, I can't turn it off, you know?
Y'all coming out to rock on this next run with us? Or y'all gonna come out and chill? Whatever.
Well, I didn't see, man, like the closest you guys are to us, shit, I don't even know. It's not Minnesota.
Right.
So it's like, I'd love to come and check the show out. But that's the thing, man. Like, I know the answer to that question you was asking too, but I was like, well, give it to somebody who's probably going to go.
Right.
Can I answer that question anyway?
Be on the guest list. No.
No.
No. Because if you came to the show, you was on all you gotta do is hit my phone, like, yo, I'm here. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come get you. You already know what it is. Last time I was out there, you already know what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I just want to show off how big of a Lex the Hex Master fan I am.
The baby is
we have
good?
to get you back out to the res, man. Oh, yeah, everything's good.
That's good. Baby mom's good?
Oh, yeah, man. We're all super good, man. We're just
shout out to
trying to grow
everybody
every single day.
Man. For sure.
Yeah, man. Thank you. And it's good to call in and hear from you, man. I heard from you in a while, man. It's all up. You know, love you like a brother. And
I love him like a brother, too.
You got our support all day, every day, bro. You're fucking killing it, and we're super proud of you. So
I appreciate
that Shadow Army shit's gonna turn into something huge, bro. You guys, you killing it, bro. Beyond Redemption is a fantastic album. Everything you've been touching is amazing. It's
really is.
Really cool being friends with somebody that I'm a fan of at the same time, you know. So
thank you, man. Thank you for calling in, too, man. Real nigga shit.
Yeah. All love. Hit me up sometime, bro. We'll get you back out to the res.
For sure, man. I need some of that tobacco, man. You already know I smoke like a chimney, man. Word up.
Man, I got to hook up on the $30 cartons and shit, you know what I'm saying?
For sure, bro. Yo, it's good hearing from you, man. Thank you for calling in, man. And I know you know what the 8th song is. So we gonna get it. I'm gonna text your phone in a couple hours. How about that?
All right.
Sounds great to me, brother. It's good to hear from you, man. You guys have a great interview. Have a good night, bro.
Thanks for calling,
you, man.
We appreciate it.
All right. Shout out to Wicked 101. Have a good night, guys.
Thank you.
Shout out to Black Master Armada.
All right, that was dope. So yeah, we had somebody trying to call in like that whole time, and I was like, I'm not gonna answer it because, you know.
I hope it wasn't a female.
I was like, whoever it was tried to call like 5 times, 6 times actually.
Oh shit!
But
call it again.
Now
chop it up.
Now that we got somebody else here. Let's see who's what we got. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, hi. This is Carl.
Carl?
Yeah.
Carl,
This
what?
call from Royal Oak. Yeah,
Ro-
first time, long time. First thing, Defekt and Lex, I was just wondering if you could give your input on the current status of the government shutdown, how this will affect things moving forward. And me personally, I think it's a good opportunity for Donald Trump to play some golf, take some time off. Hey, I'll take your comments off the air.
I appreciate you calling, but oh shit. I think we lost Lex. Lex, could you call back, brother? Are you there? We lost Lex. God damn it. Okay. I don't know what the fuck just happened here. I must have hit the wrong button. I will, we're having technical difficulties here. My bad, Lex. I didn't mean to hang up. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck that happened or who that guy was, but everybody in the studio audience is laughing right now. Yeah, well, that's awkward. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, Lex, if you could call back, brother. Oh, there he is. Okay. Sorry about that, Lex. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but that guy, I think that guy like hacked us or something. I don't know what happened.
Oh, man.
Are you there?
Yeah, I was actually. Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know what happened, but you got disconnected somehow. But yeah, some weird. Did you hear any of that? Like,
No, I didn't hear anything.
okay. Well, this guy called in. He was asking about the government shutdown, but I hung up on him. All right, we got another caller here. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello? Are you there, caller? Lex, you're still there, right?
I'm here.
Okay, yeah. I thought I had another caller. Here we go. Let's try this. There we go. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Devin. I'm from the Philadelphia area.
All right, Devin.
East Coast. What up, man?
Are you coming out to the Path of
Going
Destruction
on?
tour?
Yeah, I am. Going to see you in Lancaster at the Chameleon Club. I just saw Twisted last night.
Nice. I hope you had fun.
Oh, I did. Got a little too drunk, still hungover as fuck.
Are you, do you already have tickets to the show?
Not yet.
Well,
Just waiting to get them. But then I saw Lex ask for the 8th track on Beyond Redemption.
And what is the 8th track on Beyond Redemption for 2 names on the guest list?
Broken.
I think that's right. I'm looking at it right now, so it looks like that's right. Lex, is that right?
What's the 17th track on Beyond Redemption?
Oh, you throwing him a curveball?
The 17th track on Beyond Redemption.
I mean, I'm looking at the deluxe edition right now, and there isn't a 17th track.
Nah, the 16 track's Venting. Or
Yeah, no, I'm fucking with you now. All right, he got it. He got it.
You got it. All right,
Got it.
All right. So
Nah, he gets on the guest list. Tell him to email my fan page and let me know who he is.
what email address is that, Lex?
Well, tell him to hit my fan page right now.
Okay. Yeah. What's your name, man? Devin, you said?
Devin. Yeah, Devin from the Philadelphia area.
All right, man. Just hit up Lex's fan page and send a message, and they will get you on the guest list. All right. Do you have any shout outs before we let you go?
All right. Shout out to 215 Ninjas and the 610 Lows. And Lex, you're
Shout
the
out to
fucking
215
shit,
Ninjas.
dude.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Did you have any questions or anything for Lex while you're on the line, or you just wanted to call, show some love?
I just wanted to talk to y'all, say what's up, tell Lex he's the shit. I was really excited to hear from you. And just keep doing what you're doing, dude. Love it.
I appreciate that, man, and I will. Thank you, man.
All right,
All right,
Devin.
bud.
Well, thanks for
You
calling
guys have a
in.
good one. I'll see you at the Chameleon Club.
For sure, man. Make sure you hit me up.
I will.
All right.
I'll do it right now.
All right, cool, man.
All right.
All right, bud.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
Well, that was dope. So we got a first winner. I still got a pair of tickets to the Pike Room to give away. So if somebody wants to call in and win these motherfucking tickets, I'll just take the next caller. If next caller, we'll fucking give you a pair of tickets to the Pike Room if you're in the Michigan area. So hell yeah. So what else is popping tonight, Lex, man? What do you got coming up, man? Like, what's the next thing for Lex the Hex Master? You got an album you're working on? I know you probably can't give any details or anything right now, but you got anything you're working on?
I'm trying to bring out some new dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring out some new names, some new faces, and some new ideas. That's really it. Yeah, I'm not gonna let it up. I'm still gonna put out more projects this year, but really, the whole point of it is to give somebody else some shine, man, and try to use what I got or usually I've obtained to make some more dudes get a little bit more shine. You know what I'm saying? Young ladies, all that stuff like that. Matter of fact, next young lady to call in gets on the guest list for whatever city you're in. How about that?
All right, yeah. Anyway, man, we're just giving shit away. Nobody's calling in, so I know motherfuckers are watching.
Okay.
I think they're gunshot.
Right.
Lex. I think they're
Yeah,
shot.
I think so.
But
Next young lady to call in, though, gets 2 free tickets for her and her boyfriend or her and her homegirl to whatever city you're in.
Hey, we got a caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Jamie from Lockport, New York.
Well, what's going on?
Rockport, New York?
Yeah, that's
I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm sorry.
I was just
What's going on?
Is this, nothing. I just called to talk to Lex, see how he was doing. I haven't seen him since the New Year's Eve in Cleveland.
How you doing? I'm fine. What's up?
Nothing, just hanging out. Scott and I were just chilling, listening to the radio show, and he's like, baby, you should call in. I'm like, all right, I'll call in, see what he's been up to. We're going to try to make it on the 2nd. Tony has extra tickets. He was like, you know, anybody wanted to go, so I was like, book the room. Get bucket, need to get the hell out of this town for a minute. Tired of being stuck here.
Which show are you coming out to?
The one on the 2nd in, what is it, the Odeon in Cleveland?
Cleveland, Ohio?
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. And I said the next young lady to call in will definitely get 2 free tickets for you and your boyfriend.
Oh shit, that works out for me and Scott. You know, you can sign my the UGH 64 that we got our names on that too. So that's really cool. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Thanks.
So
so what you do is hit my fan page. Just let me know, like hit it right now, so I can pick you up and I can know exactly how to take care of it. All right?
Dude, Lex, you know what? You already know me. Like, how many VIPs have I done with you? You were just talking to me the last time I saw you in Cleveland, and I was standing there watching Rick and Morty, and you came over and you're like, hey, like, are you okay? So,
no, I'm gonna let it out the bag. Her and her husband always come to all of the shows. And I don't want to seem like it's set up or something like that. I don't. You know what I'm saying? It's weird.
Right. But remember the bitch that tried to fucking hit you? Well, she did hit you in the nuts at the Binghamton show. And ever since
she did
then,
hit me in the nuts. She definitely did.
That fucking,
right.
And then we went to we did Jaeger fucking bombs at the bar after that. And like ever since then, I don't know, it's just always been dope. And the whole reason I went out there, me and Scott went to Binghamton, was to check you out live because we thought you totally were awesome. And ever since then, like everything you put out, we love. It's like, I don't know, I'm addicted to it. So it gets me through my sickness when I'm up all night puking and shit. I love it. I can't get enough of it.
Oh, thank you. You always show love. I still got the black cat also. I didn't forget about that.
Oh, my shadow cat with the pumpkin. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Still got it. So don't think I forgot about y'all. I already know what it is. I was trying to be a little bit, conspicuous and not make it seem like I made you call in. But it's dope, though.
You did not make me call in. I wanted to call in because I love you, dude. It's cool because it's nice that you guys even, with everybody that loves you and shows you love, and everybody's, all up on you guys. I try not to be like that because, I don't know. It's like when I get drunk, I get crazy. So now that I'm trying to mellow out, I'm not as, as wild and nuts. I'm just trying to chill, and I don't want to be, one of those, I don't know, clusterfuck fans, just want to, a piece of ass or whatever. It's like, you just want to hook up with you. I just want to, it's just cool to be able to just chill and talk and, hear, just get to know you as a person, not just behind the music type stuff,
Right. Well, thank you so much for calling in. You got any shout-outs before you go?
I just want to give a shout-out to Lex and to my husband, Scott, and to you guys and all of Ebony. It's just one big happy family. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
And shout out to 215 Ninjas, always showing love, East Coast shit.
Hell yeah. And we got...
Oh, yeah, I got 716 over here, so we're good.
All right. Well,
much love. Thank you. Shout out over on your fan page. Thank you so much.
Yep, for sure.
All right. Have a good night, yo.
Have a good night.
Yep.
Well, that's the shit, man. So we gave away 2 sets of tickets tonight. And we got another caller. Let's take one more. See what's popping. You're live on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Rosie calling from Maine, and I'm sitting here with my boyfriend Dan watching the live. It's a little bit delayed on my end, but so I had a question. I wanted to know, because a bunch of people were sharing a post to get AMB and Lex to come to Maine. So I wanted to know if it was going to happen or not. The live is distracting me right now.
Lex, you got an answer for her?
One more time? Can you actually got one more time?
Do you know if you guys are going to be coming to Maine?
At this point, your tour is only a week away. I would love to come to Maine because I've never actually been to Maine physically. So I would like to be there, but as of now, I doubt it highly.
Okay. I know a bunch
Hampshire's not that far away, though.
Right. I know a bunch of people were sharing a post, including myself, to get you and AMB with that tour to come to Sapphire in Auburn. I just wasn't sure if it succeeded or not.
As of now, I don't think so.
Right. Well,
and when it does pop up, then you'll definitely know. But like I say, New Hampshire's not that far away from Maine.
Right. It's really not. Just a 2-hour drive from Worcester and here. No, they're in New Hampshire, babe. Oh, New Hampshire. Sorry, I keep getting confused hearing the video and my boyfriend talk. But anyway, yeah. Well, if we can make it to New Hampshire, we totally will.
Right. I hope you guys can make it out, man. I'm sorry we're not coming to Maine because I've never actually been to Maine. So I would love to come out there. I hear the seafood out there is incredible. I like seafood.
It would be awesome if you could at some point in time anyway.
Well, he's moving and shaking, so it's inevitable. At some point, he's going to be around your way. I mean, he's done like 12 fucking tours in 2 years, so at some point he's going to come through Maine. I feel like that's probably going to happen. Would you agree?
Right. You never know. You never know.
You never know. Or at least somewhere close.
Well,
you know.
Right.
I might just pop up on Snapchat and be like, "Hey, I'm in Maine and shit. Where's the seafood at?" Y'all better reply.
Right.
What's that?
Right. Someone's calling you, babe.
All right. Well, you got any shout-outs before you get off the line?
From Troubled Minds. Toxic from Troubled Minds.
He's in the building right now.
Babe? I'm sorry, what?
Toxic's in the building right now. He's hanging out. He's in the peanut gallery.
Yeah, I know. He just invited me to the show.
All right. Well, there you go. All right, man. Well, you guys have a good night, and we're gonna take one more call and see what's popping. You got time for one more call, Lex?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. You live on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Roxy Red from Washington, D.C.
Roxy Red.
Oh shit.
What's that?
He just said, "Oh shit!" He just had to hear the name, and he was like, "Oh, this girl's trouble."
Oh shit, Roxy Red, how you doing tonight? How you been?
I'm doing all right. I'm a little tipsy. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there. We all drinking it. I think Defekt's drinking some shit. I'm drinking some shit, and so that's good.
Ghetto blaster.
Yeah, my girl just needs some horrible drink. This shit's so strong.
No, that's not a horrible drink. That's a good drink.
Right.
Yeah, it's all right.
Word.
So what's
you have
popping?
any questions, anything like that?
Yeah.
I do. I know that. Okay, so my boy was trying to book y'all in Richmond for this tour, and was trying to he made it sound like that was maybe happening. Is that something that's a possibility?
Richmond, what?
Or Virginia?
I think we're coming to Virginia or South Carolina.
Well, I think Lancaster, Pennsylvania is probably going to be closer to me, but Richmond's home base, so that'd be cool.
Yeah. I mean, if they could promote it and get the people to come out, then we definitely wouldn't mind coming out there.
Shit,
Got to
we
get
can
boy
make
to
that
get on
happen.
it.
Hell yeah, we can make that happen for sure.
You do music as well, right?
Yes, I do.
All right, so maybe you can help sell some tickets. I'm sure people will come out and see you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if it was in Richmond, we could make that shit pop for real.
So make it happen. We gotta go through the pipelines. Make it happen.
Go
Okay?
through the
You the man
pipeline.
out there. That's your city.
Y'all still got
The
like
city.
available dates.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Lex,
we got time.
Lex is sitting here like, man, I don't book these motherfucking tours. I just gotta show up and hit the stage. You gotta go through the pipelines, man. Like that ain't Lex's job. That's he's got people for that.
But who's the
I mean,
pipeline?
That's what she asked me. We could go through. You can hit up George. George at Twitter.com. You can hit up Scum also, and see if that'll go down. But I'm pretty sure I'll see you guys at some point in this tour, though.
I was saying, if y'all aren't coming to Virginia, I'm gonna come to the Lancaster show. So.
Okay, that'd be dope.
That was already what I was
Venue.
planning on. I just got excited when I heard it was closer.
Right, we play in South Carolina. I know how close that is to Virginia.
Pennsylvania's gonna be closer. South Carolina's kind of a hike.
Nice.
But I'm coming to Lancaster. We'll party with the Amish. Fuck it.
All right.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So hit up the pipeline and let's get a show going over there for you.
Serious pipeline.
You got any shout outs you want to do before we move on?
No.
All right. Well, you have a good night then. All right.
Yeah, thanks for calling
You
in.
too.
Have a good night. Get some drinks in.
You too.
Yeah. Keep it
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
All right, man. Well, it's 9:20. Lex, you got anything you want to say before we call it a night?
I want to give a shout out to Defekt. I want to give a shout out to Wicked 101 for having me on the air. It's been a dope interview, really good, really fun. Shout out to everybody who called in and everybody who's on the guest list. We're gonna rock out and have some fun. Shout out to Magic Ninja, AMB, LSP, and mostly the Shadow Army out there putting in that work. My ominous crew of fiends and gangsters.
Well, yeah. All right, man. Well, Lex, I appreciate you taking the time, brother. And, I'm sure I'll see you on Friday at the Crowfoot, man. I'm going to be rocking and repping for you.
You already know.
All right, man. Well, you have a good night, sir. And let me know if you need anything, man. If you want to come back on the next run, anytime you're always welcome over here on Wicked 101, all right?
Okay, I will. Thank you so much, man.
Hey, take care, brother.
All right.
All right. All right, man. Well, with that, I will let you guys have a good night. My name is Defekt. This is Wicked 101. Thanks for paying attention, watching, and listening, and sharing this motherfucker. If you haven't shared it yet, share the feed, and spread the word about Wicked 101, man. We're gonna play one more track from Lex the Hex Master, and we're gonna keep it popping. All right. All right. You guys have a good night. And I got motherfuckers calling me and shit. So let me end the show, and then I can take this call. All right, one more song.